were you like? Let me guess.
I was in the shed, in the football shed.
What is that?
What?
Yeah, the equipment shed. I was in the equipment shed.
You were half koala bear?
No. They would stuffed me in there.
Oh, I see.
And they're like, stay in there, you ginger freak.
You weren't the jock? Like you weren't the popular like jockey kind of guy?
I kind of towed this weird line because I liked drugs. I liked weed a lot, and most of my friends were potheads. Like my closest group of friends. My best friend from high school, we met smoking, ditching class, and getting high.
Yeah.
So that was my crew. Was like, but I also played sports, so I could mingle with both. But I wasn't. I was never committed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but sometimes I go to popular cool kids parties, and I'd bring people that they wouldn't like.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like the cool kids didn't like that I traveled with kids who also had drugs and arrest records. So it was like this weird, like, Santino's cool, but you can't bring these other guys. And it's like, well, then I'm going to leave.
Really?
Well, because those guys got drugs. I got to go with the guys that have drugs.
Right.
Your house is nice, but I got to go get high.
So you're one of those guys that probably were friends with everyone.
I had a lot of friends in different groups. I was pretty cool about like, I had a lot of groups. Yeah. Like I knew kids in certain, and all different like vectors.
For me, it's if I went to school now,
Yeah.
I would be friends with the ones that like are a little cuckoo, right? Because if the day comes, right, that they might give you a pass. Right.
Right. This is the reenactment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give yourself to Jesus.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah, remember? I gave you the Tootsie?
The Tootsie Roll
the
guy.
Tootsie Roll guy,
The
dude.
Tootsie Roll guy.
Right. Hey.
I love you.
Thanks. Can you point?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I love
you.
You want another Tootsie?
Throw it in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to. Oh, and then
you're a hero.
I'm on People Magazine, the cover.
You stop a school shooter.
Yeah. I'd be like, like I've been practicing throwing Tootsies in people's mouths, you know what I mean, for like 8 years, and I just knew. I timed it out. You know, he opened his mouth, I just whipped it right in his mouth.
60 Minutes to do a piece about you at your home with like a little target, and you're just sitting with sticky Tootsies, and you're throwing it against the wall.
Yeah. Or I could take a Pez dispenser. I could throw the Pez the opposite way.
I'm back in it.
Yeah.
What were you, Juice? Were you a cool kid in high school?
I was like you in a sense where I had friends with a lot of different groups. You
Yeah.
know, I was friends with the marching band, the orchestra, the choir.
Oh no.
That's all the same one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same group.
She's like flags.
Right.
The brass section, the woodwinds.
Yeah, woodwinds were the shit.
Yeah.
I knew nobody in that section, but I guess the only musicians I knew were like guys like you.
What do you mean guys like me?
Well, guys that did drugs and experimental music. I was friends with a lot of those kind of guys.
The jazz musicians.
No.
No.
Jazz,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Jesus Christ, Juice. How long have you known us? Jazz.
Yeah.
I went to this high school field trip we went to a college to watch the college jazz band play, and this guy took me, like one of the student teachers took me into this car ride with one of the college trumpet players, and I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna hang out with them before their big concert. And they rolled this giant blunt, and we drove around Flagstaff, Arizona, just smoking this blunt. And then they were like, oh shit, we gotta get her back to class. And they dropped me off, and I was just high as shit, and I know my whole band could tell.
Oh wow.
I was felt like I was gonna get in so much trouble, but I mean that's the best way to learn jazz.
Yeah, that is.
That is real. Yeah.
One time we skipped out, and I had it was the end of the year, and we had chemistry. And in chemistry, they told us we were going to do tie-dye. And chemistry for me was right after lunch. And I was like, all right, so we're going to go get stoned at lunch, and then we'll come back and do tie-dye shirts. Because that was kind of like, you know, at the end of the lesson plan season, they're like, just fucking something related to the subject a little bit. They're not trying at all, the teachers.
Yeah.
So this woman was like, we'll just do tie-dye, right? And everyone was stoked. So we went out and got stoned. And this particular day, I remember my buddy John Martitius was like, he's like, this is Purple Haze. And I was like, okay, dude, what, you know, like the names of weed at some point, we were like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever. It's all the same. Let's get high. And I got so unbelievably high that I remember walking up to the stairs to go back into the gymnasium and seeing them. It was like 3 levels, and I got nervous about how long it was going to take me to get up all the stairs. And then as soon as I finished that one goal done, then it was getting to the classroom.
Wow.
Almost impossible.
Wow.
Got there, was so fucking high. She knew something was wrong. I couldn't tie-dye. couldn't figure it out.
That's like the
Wait,
most
you're
high
so high you can't tie dye?
It's the only thing you should be able to, because the rubber bands, I didn't understand. She was explaining how you could do the rubber bands in different ways, and I just fucked it up I would fuck it up. I'd over dip and then under dunk.
Your shirt came out perfectly orange.
Yeah, it's this shirt. This is the shirt that I made in high school.
Oh, I see.
It's just all black.
I just feel like it's the simplest thing to do. It's like Jackson Pollock painting.
I was so
Like, you can't do that?
I know, dude, but it was uncomfortably high. I couldn't focus. I was getting nervous about everyone thinking that I was acting weird.
Did you have, your school, did you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom, or could you just leave?
No, you absolutely had to ask. We had to have hall passes, dude, because we had so many kids who would ditch or skip and all that shit.
Yeah.
You had to have a fucking hall pass. Do you remember that, guys?
yeah.
Sucked.
We had one girl that could just leave.
Because she was... Do you want to talk about what happened on the second show? At the very end?
I feel bad about it,
Why?
but it got a big laugh.
It was a joke.
Oh, I heard this story.
There-
This girl goes, she asked a question, right? And she goes, I want you guys to guess who I would go out with between you and Andrew, or something like that.
Who would I rather have sex with?
That's what she said.
She said, Bobby, I want you to tell me who I'd rather have sex with.
And by that question, I
knew it was
me.
you.
So I go, me. And she goes, but I wanted you to know, I wanted you to ask you why.
Yeah.
And I go, I know why. She goes, no, but I go, I know why. She goes, why? Because you're ugly.
And it destroyed. The crowd lost their shit. And her face, she went like this. She went,
like it was like, yeah.
she couldn't even get a word. She was so fucked up. And then, of course, right away, he was like, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I said, fuck you right now.
And then I fuck you right now. And she goes, oh, yeah, like this. And he runs over to her and they start making out. It was so funny.
With tongue.
So fun. It was so good. And the crowd lost it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I stood there in awe. And you really went in.
Because I felt so bad.
You held her head.
I held her head.
Yeah.
Well, I always hold the head.
But it was beautiful.
I love to hold the head.
Well, you fucking grabbed the back
I
of her
love to
hair.
hold the back of the head.
And then when you were done making out, she did kind of that thing that women used to do in the 50s and 60s when they were so sexually repressed that they felt they would pass out when they would see someone famous. You know, that she literally, when she were done, she went like this.
No, that's not what I saw.
What did she do?
I thought she made the face like she had sushi for the first time. She went like this. She went.
So that's what salmon tastes like.
Yeah. You know, you're trying to like make the people around you know that you like it,
No,
but then it's
good.
like weird. You know what I mean? So
This is imitation crab?
yeah,
This is really good.
that was a face. Yeah.
That's really funny that you say that. That's literally how the first time I went to sushi with my friend,
Yeah.
I was nauseated. I mean, dude, when I first had it, I did that like,
Yeah.
and you have to like hold it in. Because I'd never had raw fish in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, as a kid in the Midwest, we always had cooked fish out of lakes. I'd never once eaten a piece of raw fish, and it shocked me to have it. And then a few other things I started to like, and then over time, I started to get into
I'm trying
it.
to think of what food that was like a little startling to eat. Oh, I know.
Huh.
The eyeball of a fish.
Why are you...
Oh, that was startling.
Yeah, that shocked you?
Once you
No, because Koreans, they go, old school Koreans, they go straight for the eyeballs.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as the fish,
Is it a delicacy?
yeah. They're gone. It's like, Grandma, you know what I mean? Why'd you get eyeballs?
Grandma always get an eyeball.
Yeah, eyeball. You know what I mean?
So is it good? So the eyeballs go to the elders?
They just go like I would go for the body. Like when a fish is down, I go for the body first, but not old Asians.
Look at that fish eye. But I'm saying, is it out of respect that you let the elder people get the eyes first?
I don't know. No, there's no rule.
Well, just make it up and lie and just say yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there it is.
It's in the folklore.
You're right.
You know what I mean? No, but and then one day I went, my mom, can I try it? And I chewed on it, and it was like one of those gums with the
Like
the juice and
like a
the
mochi?
flavor.
Oh, like a gusher?
Yeah, gotcha. Where you bit into it and the juice squirts in your mouth. That juice? No.
No.
It's a no juice. Yeah, I don't like the juice. Yeah. But have you had fish eye?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to either.
Would you never eat a fish eye?
I don't know. If it would like make you really happy, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah. What part of the animal would you not eat?
The eye, I just said.
I know, but brain?
I just like I like the stuff I already eat, you know.
Did you ever see
I don't want to try all the weird stuff.
Did you ever
already
see
good.
Faces of Death?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's awful.
The monkey thing?
It's almost as bad as the clip that Stefano showed us on his show.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Faces of Death was an old, like at the VHS tapes and stuff.
So that was it.
Yeah, it looks scary.
Yeah. So they had this monkey alive.
I remember watching it in high school, Faces of Death. It was like literal video footage of people and things dying. Like it was.
But it was like a cult film.
It's like snuff.
It's like it was a
films.
back in the day. People would pass around like VHS films, tapes.
Yeah.
But they were like, they would copy them, so they were always so grainy and weird.
And it was always something dirty and wrong and gross. You weren't supposed to have your hands on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Like
know,
some girl tied to a bamboo tree.
Okay.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Tied to it. Oh no, that's not right. And then you see a machete, and then it goes to black.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's when you come. But